you get like a HELOC, what it allows you to do, it allows you to use that money when you need it. So you're going to go out and buy a house for your child, or maybe even a car, or anything like that. And then if you had a mortgage, they would get the money. Let's say they say, oh yeah, you qualify because you don't have a mortgage on your house, but you qualify, we can give you $650,000 HELOC or something. And so they say, here it is, it's you have access to it, it's in your bank. As a mortgage, it's in your bank and you got to start paying on it. As a HELOC, it's in your bank and you don't have to pay anything on it until you pull money out. That's the difference. In both cases, that money comes out and sits there in your account waiting for you to use it. But with a mortgage, your payments start immediately. And with a HELOC, it's only when you use it. So there's one big advantage. Now, HELOCs are more expensive than mortgages, though. So that's another thing to sort of keep in mind. But used responsibly, the advantage of the HELOC it has a lot of advantages. So one we just talked about there. The other one is that as you earn money, you can have your money go into your HELOC into there and basically begin to pay down your mortgage. And so what happens with your income, if you have disposable income, in other words, you make more money than you spend. So then therefore there's like a savings being built up each month, every 2 weeks or every week or whatever period of time that how you get paid. As your money goes into the bank, the day it goes in, let's say, you're making $20,000 a month. As that $20,000 goes into the account, you are now paying $20,000 less interest on that money. But bills come up, you got to buy groceries, so you go out and you spend $300. So then now, you're paying interest on that $300 as opposed to on the with a regular mortgage, your $20,000 income goes into a separate account and has no effect on your mortgage. So, and then, you go and spend $300 and it has no effect on anything because, as we know, savings accounts don't really give you any money. So the fact that you can put your income into and mix it in with your mortgage, so your HELOC, it is saving you interest. And so the wonderful thing about that is that over time, everything that you do is actually paying off that HELOC as long as you, again, are living responsibly and having a disposable income. You're at a plus. You're spending less money than you make, and therefore you're just automatically reducing your mortgage balance.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Sorry. With a HELOC, does it work because it's kind of like a credit card, like
okay, you can look at it that way.
Loan type thing,
Yeah.
right? Line of credit. Does it? Is it like a credit card where, of course, you get the interest monthly, but is there like a yearly fee too? And also, like with your credit card, right? You pay off the entire balance, and you're not doing any interest. Is it
Right.
the same thing with a line of credit? Do you have like a period of grace where you can pay
Yeah.
it off and you don't?
Yes. Well, it's not a period of grace. It's if you took money out of it and then you paid it off, there's no interest to be paid. So
But I mean, is there a yearly
there
on
there
top
is
fee
there
on
yes
top?
there not a yearly, but there is typically a monthly cost for it.
But no
it's-
yearly.
Well, well, I mean, if you add 12 months together, then that's a yearly fee, but it's typically not like a credit card where they'll charge you $100 for the year
Yeah,
and then this and that.
yeah, okay, on
But
the
they
balance, okay.
they can charge you like $17 a month or whatever to have that account, to have that flexibility. But if it's used properly,
Yeah, it
and,
can be
and that,
very
it-
dangerous because
it
you've
can be-
taken most of the equity out of your house.
65%. You can take up to 65%.
Well, I think that's
And so it can be dangerous. Remember, when you do that HELOC, that money is sitting there, and so even though you have access to it, you if you don't touch it, you're just paying that monthly fee. But the thing is that what really makes it really unique is that when you have to go and buy a new car, you're not subject to the financing charges and all that stuff. You just write a check on your HELOC account. And then as you get your income in that, you start dwindling that down. So you can really burn through costs if you have a good disposable income amount. And then you can really, in essence, your daily savings, your weekly savings, your monthly savings, your yearly savings is all working for you to help you to reduce your interests. And that's what makes it so powerful. And so it is a pretty interesting product, but here is where the bad part is. So the bad part is that, well, actually, before we get to the bad part, there is one other sort of trick that you can do. If you have like a credit card that has really like a high amount that you can go out and buy, you could actually go out and buy that car on your credit card. And 30 days later, you move that money you pay it off from your HELOC. The reason that that's a good thing, or you buy all your groceries instead of affecting your HELOC, you buy all your groceries, you pay all your bills and everything on your credit card, and then you pay that off with your HELOC at the end of the month. And what that does is sort of like two little tiny things. The one is that time that you're not pulling the money out of your HELOC every single day with groceries and gas and yada, 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 your paycheck is just sitting there reducing interest ever so slightly. And then your credit card is building up, but the credit card company only charges you once a month. So for 27 days-ish, you can have that money for free, and the credit card company doesn't charge you. And so, so you got 27 extra days of interest savings in your HELOC. Then you transfer it over and go through the same thing. And so that's just sort of like a little accelerator that helps you to even save more interest. And yes, you would not pay any interest on your credit card because you would never let it pass that date that causes you to have to pay interest. And then if you were to, with your credit card, you're to set it up so you got a cash back. Now you're using your credit card to for all your purchases, so your cashback number becomes higher than the cost of the credit card. $100 or $200 costs a year for it. So you're getting much more money back for spending all of this money on the card, and you're just paying it off with your HELOC, so you don't have that cost. So that's where you can really kind of get a little bit fancy and really start to pay out any debt that you would have from your HELOC. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. And please let us know your thoughts in the comments, as well as any questions you may have. We're live most Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to tune in. If you're interested in learning more about real estate, click the link in the description to sign up, and we'll send you a series of educational videos all about real estate. Thank you again for watching, and remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you can stay up to date on all our future uploads.